This game is competitive. It is also an educational experience for the players and the students. Let's continue to show respect and sportsmanship throughout this contest and refrain from negative cheers, chants, or behavior. We welcome our guests from Bolivar High School and wish all players good luck in tonight's game. No national anthem for this game. It was played before the varsity wrestling match, so let's get right into the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Liberators of Bolivar High School. At guard, the 6'1" junior, number 3, Ian Jones. At guard, the 5'11" junior.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for the second half of the second annual Brawlin' and Ballin' Night here from Waynesville High School. I'm Mike Rawlings. Along with me tonight is Matt Johnson for the second half of action. Here's the Tiger Grapplers pull off 2 wins in the first half, and you're looking live out there at the basketball court. We've cleared things off as the Waynesville Tigers are going to take on the Bolivar Liberators here. Matt, second annual Brawlin' and Ballin' extravaganza from Waynesville. Pandemonium's running wild down here at the high school.
It has been a night. Got down here a little early so I could catch some of the brawling, cheer on our Tiger wrestlers, and boy, just wham bam, pinning them, slamming them. Tigers are on a roll tonight. Look to continue against this Bolivar Liberators team. As you see the starting lineups being introduced, Carson Cavalier, David Adams back after being sick last week.
Well, David was sick last week. Gunner's a little under the weather yesterday. Caleb was sick last week. Coach Chris Pills got his full line of guys out there now, and I think they're ready to get out there and battle Bolivar.
And then there you see Eric Morris. Feels like we were just here. We were here last night.
We were here last night. The Lady Tigers with a victory over the Central Lady Bulldogs last night. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to welcome you back to action here. If you're watching live on Cable America, or if you're watching live anywhere throughout planet Earth on Facebook, if you're out there on Facebook, we'd love for you to send us a message. Let us know where you're watching from. Matt,
we've got the map.
We've got the map, the TTSN Sports Map. It's back. You send us in a message and your state's not on that map. We've got the pins, the glue, and we're going to get you on the map.
Absolutely. Right now, Mike, we've got a lot of land in the western U.S. we need to cover here. So if you're out there in the west, give us a shout as we're underway here. The Liberators take the tip, bring it down. Tigers set up man defense here. A little help side man. Passing across into the corner. Long ball goes up. Doesn't get anything.
Rebound there by Caleb Barnes. Bolivar sets up man-to-man defense here. Tigers running their offense. Morris up to Adams, over to Cavalier. Cavalier with a long three.
Boom.
Bounces all around, but it finds the bottom of the net.
Boy, and when Cavalier finds the 3 early this season, it has worked out well for the Tigers.
Tigers in their 1-2-2 press.
A little pressure coming across. Watched the other night as Coach Pills in here working the Tigers out on defense, really moving, getting out in coverage. I know Bolivar got a couple guys as that one gets in and underneath. That's going to be number 15, Corey Spindler there with the bucket. But Bolivar, a couple guys that can shoot from the outside, really pushing the Tigers to get over there quick, not give those open looks on the outside to this Bolivar team. Gunner kicks out to the corner. Cavalier once
with
more.
Another three.
Carson, the little trademark kiss to the sky.
Matt, we got our first viewer checking in.
Oh, here we go.
Matthew Durham from Palmer, Alaska is watching us.
We have an Alaska pin, but
that's a great way to start things off.
Oh, absolutely. If we're going that wide, first check-in of the night, there's no telling. We may have to pull the international map out, which we do have with us.
We do have. Gunner Reese for three. Nothing but the bottom.
Oh, baby.
Tigers are hot from three tonight. Three for three in the early going.
Well, we talked about this the night you were on assignment. They could have flipped over and caught you on TTSN the Ocho that night. But we talked about how when the Tigers come out, long three, that's going to go up and good for number 10, Kyler Murphy. When the Tigers hit that three early, just how the pace of play picks up at both ends of the floor for the Waynesville Tigers.
Cavalier just short on that one.
Rebound comes to Bolivar. That's Ian Jones, number 3, who catches it, brings it down the floor. Up inside.
Ooh, those up an air ball from 3 feet.
I think Eric Morris's big old arm might have had something to do with that air ball. Jones looks inside, a little turnaround into the lane. He's too far underneath. That's going to be out of bounds and go to the Waynesville Tigers.
Corey Spindler there goes up with one hand to bring that ball down. He gets that ball with 2 hands, probably gets 2 points. But
Bolivar picks up a little full court pressure of their own here. Looks kind of like box press maybe. Tigers down at the other end. Jacob Morris with it on the near side. Gives back to Rees. Rees fakes it. Swings to the side. David Adams now. Penetration, trying to open a little space on this defense here. David Adams spins in, back out top to Cavalier. Cavalier backs it down, finds Gunner. And we're going to get
3 seconds in the lane. I think Caleb Barnes thought Cavalier was going to put that shot up, got himself in position, didn't get back out of the lane in time.
Ball goes, Spindler kicks back up top. It's going to be up and off the front of the rim, no good, but rebound comes to Bolivar. That's going to be Jones. Jones a little running one-hander in the lane. That one won't go, and it's going to be out of bounds off the hands of a Bolivar Liberator, staying with the Tigers.
Tajay Stewart getting ready to check in for the Waynesville Tigers. He's going to replace Caleb Barnes.
Ball's inbounded to Gunner Rees. Gunner Rees looks, brings it down the floor, passes over to Cavalier, and Cavalier's going to bring it across half court for the Tigers. Tajay Stewart now back to Gunner Rees. Gunner looks, set. Tajay directing traffic back up top to Cavalier. David Adams, a little pull-up jumper from 15 off the rim, no good.
Morris keeps it alive and comes down with the rebound. Gunner from about 23.
Ooh.
In and out.
In and out, rebound by Spindler, and here come the Bolivar Liberators. Into the corner, and we are
he stepped out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
That number 10 there for Bolivar.
Kyler Murphy. Nice job. Defense sags down. Murphy tries to take that drop step, go underneath him right there, but steps on the line. So another unforced error, going to put the ball back in the hands of the Waynesville Tigers.
Shaq Verghese checks in for the Tigers.
So Tigers lead here 9-5 in the early going. Just over 3 minutes to play here in the first quarter.
Matt, Shaq's seeing more and more playing time as we go. Just a freshman for the Tigers.
Well, and just how valuable are players like that even as a freshman can contribute. We've seen Shaq from the outside shoot the three as well as anybody on the team at times this year.
And you said it. There it goes.
It is. I do what I can.
Shaq been a part of the program, played for me in 7th grade a couple years ago.
But not just the boys. We saw that last night with the freshman as David Adams. Beautiful
He gets it
steal.
up to Tajay.
Tajay
puts
slams it down.
And we're getting a timeout by the Bolivar Liberators. Coach Robbie Hugh wants to slow things down just a little bit here.
But
Tigers
we saw, in talking about Shaq as a freshman, we saw that last night here. Nadia Evans, a freshman, playing valuable minutes for the Waynesville girls. And we've done this long enough to know how much better are those players down the road when they get that experience as a freshman, come in and contribute. We've seen Eric Morris come in, get a few minutes as a freshman. How much better was he as a sophomore? And just down the line, person after person, we've seen this with. As it looks like gaining viewers here on the Facebook page, and want to send a big shout out here. A guy that you and I both coached back in the day, Mr. DJ Hargrove, checking in with us tonight.
Well, hello, DJ.
DJ, you get a chance. You have to tell us where you're watching from.
Maybe, you might get a pin up there on the map.
We may get a new state pinned on this map right here. All right, so out of the timeout, Bolivar has the ball. They will bring it down the floor. Eric Morris down here on the nose of the press. Bolivar having to work to get it across, finally brought across by Hunter Berry. Berry kicks over to Jones on the near side. Jones going to put it, Berry from the corner, no good. Long rebound sticks with him. Jones goes back into the corner. That's Spindler, number 5. Tries to go down the middle of the lane. David Adams takes it away. Quickly to the other end, Cavalier. Back up top for G. Swings. Tajay Stewart pulls up the 3.
And he drains
it on the board.
We saw Tajay get hot from that three-point line in the shootout right there before Christmas.
3's going to go up from the outside for Jones, and that's good. So the Tigers lead 17-8 here with just over a minute to play in the first quarter. David Adams gives into the corner, kicks back. David Adams for 3. That's going to be off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound to Jones. Jones finds Berry. Back to Jones on the other end for Bolivar. Goes into the corner. Spindler comes back to Jones. Long across pass right there. Those can be some dangerous passes going all the way across like that. David Adams gets a hand up, but the 3's going to fall for Hunter Berry. All right, Cavalier pulls it out. Tigers look content to take the last shot here, up 6 towards the end of the first quarter. 25 seconds and we roll. Gives across David Adams. David holding the ball.
Bolivar seems content to let the Tigers get that last shot.
Looking over there at the officials table. Looks like both teams going to have some substitutions. Tanner Simpson looks ready to check in for the Waynesville Tigers. David Adams drives the lane, kicks outside. Tajay Stewart for 3. Off the rim, no good. Long shot.
Off the backboard. That brings us to the end of quarter number 1 with the Tigers up 17-11. And Matt, you know what that makes it's time for?
TTSN Sports Update.
It's time for a TTSN Sports Update. This TTSN Sports Update brought to you by the Tiger TV Facebook page. Tiger TV Facebook page for all the news. It is news right here in Tigertown. Matt, you know who likes the Tiger TV Facebook page?
I'm going to say, in honor of brawling and balling, I'm going to say the mouth of the South, Mark Wilson.
Well, we know Mark does. He works for the TTSN Sports Network. We're going to say the entire Lady Tiger basketball coaching staff likes the Tiger TV Facebook page, as we're joined up here with assistant coach Mike Klutz. And we're going to talk about those Lady Tigers as they pulled off a big victory last night over the Central Lady Bulldogs to make the record 16-2. Huge Ozark Conference clash coming up Thursday night up in Camdenton between the Lady Tigers and the Camdenton Lady Lakers. Folks, Monday night, not Thursday night, Monday night, we were not going to be broadcasting live from Camden, so you're going to want to load up the family and head on up to Lakertown to see a great Ozark Conference lady basketball clash.
Absolutely. And what else is going on? There's no Monday Night Football. There's no better place to be than up there at Camden on Monday night.
I'm glad. I thought you were going to start. There's no better place to be than Camden, because that might not be right.
No,
but Monday night,
only
in
on
that
Monday
gym,
night.
Be a great place to be.
Only on Monday night. Not any Monday night, next
Monday night.
Now, we will be back here live Friday night.
Yes, we will.
For more basketball action. We'll get to that later. We're back to second quarter action here. Shackford Geese brings it across. A little trap action here out of Bolivar in the front court. Tanner Simpson into the game for Waynesville. Brings it. Tajay Stewart at the high post. Gives back to Simpson.
Nice job there by Tanner. Keeping control of that basketball. Tajay for three.
For three. That's going to be off the front of the rim. Also checking into the game, I did not notice till just the second, Zeke Rogers, number 10, into the game for the Waynesville Tigers. All right, Cavalier, bounce pass to the high post, Tajay. Tajay going to turn around and take the 14-footer. Nice.
Goes in for that offensive board.
Ball does not fall, and quickly Bolivar to the other end. Oh, a little out of control, but they're going to say call the foul against Waynesville, so that's going to put Spindler at the line for two.
Watching us out there on Cable America, you're going to have a little brief outage here in the action, and we're going to be right back on the air. We have some technical difficulties that Tim Wallace has got to take care of.
Well,
so hang with us here.
Tim's
we're going to be off
out to the truck outside. We should have this up. He's fast.
Oh, he's real fast.
Fast.
This will not take long, folks.
The incomparable one.
The speedy one.
The illuminal. All right, Caleb Barnes.
I don't think that's a word, Matt.
I didn't think it was last night, but we're going with it now. You started something. Might have something to do with your pronunciation. Either that or
Cavaliers in. Oh, they're going to call
it on the floor.
On the floor.
I think maybe you just put the emphasis on the wrong syllable. All right, Zeke to inbound underneath. Comes in Cavalier. He's going to bring it up top. Gunnar Reeves now swings over to Zeke. Zeke to Simpson. Cavalier. Push in. Zeke.
Oh, my goodness.
I was worried they weren't going to blow that whistle, and Zeke was being tackled.
Yeah. That foul's going to.
That's
Corey
going to be Spindler's first.
Spindler he didn't really do anything there except just grab Zeke Rogers' arm and said, you're not going to get the shot up.
You're not going to get the easy two. You're going to go to the free throw line, have to work them. So with 6:43 left here in the first half action, we lead 17-13. 4-point lead for the Tigers. Zeke up, no good with the second. Gets his rebound.
Keeps it alive. Caleb Barnes puts a shot up.
That's going to be out of bounds off the fingers of Caleb Barnes, so the ball will turn over to the Liberators. Checking into the game for the Liberators, going to be number 12, Jamison Jones. Tigers move out, guard a little further out here as Bolivar has shown that they will take it, can hit that three a little bit from the outside. Impressive defense. Spindler underneath.
Ooh,
he's going to get it up and in.
Spindler's going to go to the line to have a chance to convert to conventional three-point play. Bolivar closes the gap to one, 17-16 here, just over the 6-minute mark in period number 2.
Cavalier gives to Reeves. Gunnar Reeves brings it across. Ball's
going to be knocked out of bounds.
Out of bounds off the hand of Jamison Jones. And looks like David Adams and Eric Morris check back into the game for the Waynesville Tigers as Zeke and Tanner get a quick rest over there.
Tigers spreading that floor out.
David Adams gives Gunnar Rees. Gunnar Rees going to go down in the lane. Kick back outside to Adams. Adams thinks about the three, comes down and inside to Morris. Morris fighting
Nice
through traffic.
job by Eric Morris.
Nice job right there, Eric. Take that bounce down, step back to the lane, get the angle, seal the defender on the back, go off the glass, and take what they're giving you. All right, Spindler into the corner. Jones going to go up from the outside, and that's going to be up and good for Barry.
That ties us up at 19.
Gunnar Rees quickly down to the other end. A little bounce pass underneath, tipped away and taken by Bolivar. Bolivar a little too long with that pass to the other end, so the ball will come back to the Waynesville Tigers.
Long pass from half court. That was going to put Bolivar in some trouble, even if Spindler was able to come down with that.
Be too far underneath the rim right there. And Ian Jones checks back into the game for the Liberators. Adams now working it around. You see Bolivar much more pressure here in the second quarter.
They've definitely pushed that defense out.
Cavalier off the back of the iron, no good that time. Ball tipped around loose, corralled. Jones is going to bring it down for Bolivar.
Yeah, Cavalier is going to pick up that foul.
Carson really not trying to hit him there. Tips that ball and tries to spin out of there, but gets into the body a little bit.
And coming across like that's such a difficult defensive play to make.
Number 11, Mason Payne checking into the game for the Bolivar Liberators. Jones this time goes underneath, kicks back out top, and that's three up and good for Kyler Murphy once more. So Bolivar takes the lead here by 3, 19, looking up at 22 with just over 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Eric Morris directing traffic a little bit there. Ball up top to Carson Cavalier. Cavalier back to Morris. Looks inside David Adams. David Adams up and under for
nice
2.
Move there by David. He's kind of lowered that shoulder and got around the defender. Was able to pick up the easy 2.
All right, Jones at the other end. Mason Payne in the corner. Ball tipped taken away.
Nice job by Caleb Barnes. Had those hands up and
looking for Caleb Barnes underneath right there, but ball taken away, and that's going to be another 3 for Ian Jones. Carson Cavalier off the front of the rim. Rebound comes along to Morris.
That was good for Carson.
Carson just a little more separation that time to get his feet set a little bit better.
Going to be a 30-second timeout here called by Coach Pills.
So that'll stop the clock. Tigers trail by 1 in what has been a very fast-paced and contested first half here.
I got a feeling Coach Pills is down there talking. We've had the last 3 or 4 trips down the court. Bolivar's been able to get a hand on a couple of the passes, get some deflections and stuff. I think he wants to just get some more focus. That passing game early on was working real well to get those open shots, reversing the ball, moving the ball around a little bit. I want to get a little more focus and do that on the offensive end.
All right, we are back. 2:45 left to play here in the first half. Bolivar having to work to get this ball across, get it down to Payne. Kick back up top to Jones. Jones gives over to Spindler. Swinging it quickly, looking underneath. Oh, old alley-oop.
Got the defense pulled out away from the basket just far enough that it opened that up.
All right, Tigers working the ball around. David Adams has it in the front court. Cavalier into the corner. Gunner Rees, and the gun is loaded.
Gunner down there, time to set his feet that time.
Knots us up at 27 with just under 1:45 to play here in the first half. Swinging it, Jones. Three ball goes up from the outside, no good. Rebound to Cavalier. Cavalier coming. Cavalier
takes it all the
take
way.
It all the way in.
Oh!
No!
I'm going to call an offensive foul there on Carson Cavalier.
I don't know that the defender was set, but I admit that I am biased. Tough break right there.
Well, that's three.
That's going to be
that's
three
on
fouls
Carson.
for Carson Cavalier. Shackford Geese checks in the game as Carson has to take a seat right there. And that's a tough third one to get because I really don't think that was a charge. Tigers pick up the pressure at the other, and Caleb Barnes really getting Spindler to the outside.
Gets his hand on it, but the ball goes out of bounds. Bolivar will retain possession.
Jones all the way underneath, swinging it around the top. Back in the hands of Spindler. Murphy swings, ball comes back to Jones. Now Murphy swings to Spindler, into the corner. Tigers all over the floor right now on defense. Nice job. Spindler finds a little seam right there.
We're under a minute. We've 39 seconds left here in the first half. See what, yeah, Coach Bill's going to try to play for that last shot here.
All right, David Adams has it. Under 20, usually about 6 seconds is where we see the Tigers go into the move here.
Shaq for Geese. That's going to be blocked by Shaq. And we're going to go to halftime with the Bolivar Liberators up on the Waynesville Tigers. 29-27 here. We're going to take about a 10-minute break for you guys at home to go get you a refreshment, use the restroom, and be back. We'll be back in 10 minutes for second half action.
first half. First of Bolivar Liberators, leading all scorers with 11 points. Corey Spindler, 9 for Hunter Berry, 6 for Connor Murphy, and 3 for Ian Jones. And for the Waynesville Tigers, leading for Waynesville, Carson Cavalier with 9, Gunnar Reese 6, Tajay Stewart 5, Shaq East 3, David Adams Jr. and Eric Morris, 2 points apiece.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for second half action here in the finale of the second annual Brawling and Ballin' Night here at Waynesville. Waynesville Tigers trailing the Bolivar Liberators 29-27. Matt, it's been an exciting first half of basketball. A lot of offense out of the Tigers early, a lot of offense out of the Liberators late in the second quarter.
Well, absolutely. You saw the Tigers come out, jump out to that big lead, And then we saw Bolivar adjust their defense really well, to their credit, to get out, cover a little tighter, not giving up those outside shots in the second quarter the way they did in that first quarter. Now, as we get under action here, I need to say goodnight. Sophie, Paige, Tess, Landon, Daddy loves you. It's time to go to bed. I'll be home after the game, but we've got another half of exciting basketball.
3 ball just a little short there.
Up and off the front of the rim by Spindler. That's the younger Spindler.
I was getting ready to say, there's 2 of them Spindlers.
5 and 15 brothers. Tigers moving around. David Adams gives to Gunnar Rees. Gunnar looking inside. Caleb Barnes really trying to fight for some position underneath. Swing in Eric Morris now. Morris gets free throw line back in. Turnaround jumper. That's going to be blocked by
Gets
the
his own
Spindler.
rebound, yeah.
Tigers keep a hold of it. Bounce pass underneath. Caleb Barnes now looking for a little room underneath.
Hey, he's up. He's fouled, and that's good. So Caleb's going to get a chance at the traditional 3-point play.
Tigers tie it up. Caleb a chance to put the Tigers back on top.
Tigers came out at time down on offense, and they were intent on getting that ball inside to Morris or to Barnes.
Levi Manning was the Liberator flagged on that foul.
Free throw up and good by Caleb Barnes.
So the Tigers jump back to a 1-point lead here, 30-29, just underway in the second half. Spindler gives out to Jones. Jones fakes the 3, drives in, kicks out to the younger Spindler, who is good from the outside for 3. Eric Morris, drive, turns in, kicks out to Cavalier. Cavalier puts up a long 3.
And he drains it.
Cavalier with a hand right in his face. Doesn't matter as he just pops the net on the 3.
Nice job there by
block.
Cavalier. Oh.
There it is. Kicked out to Gunnar
Rees
Rees.
for 3.
Boom!
And it's good. Nice job there by the Tigers.
Well, and credit Gunnar, really got his feet set. Didn't just fling it up as soon as he got it. Got set, took the shot in the flow of things. And how many times have we seen that be the difference in a real 3-point shooter?
Well,
then get those feet set.
On that break, Cavalier was on one side set. Gunnar was on the other. Very difficult to defend that if you're Bolivar.
This pass inside goes up and off the glass for Manning. Tigers lead by 2, 36-34 here, just 5 minutes, 5:16 left here in the third quarter. David Adams now pushes in, pulls back out. Gunnar Rees down the lane, hands off to Adams.
Gunnar comes out of there with the ball. Nice job there by Gunnar.
Eric Morris a little long. Ball rebound comes to Bolivar. Jones brings it across. They're going to get Caleb right there.
They're going to get 3 seconds in the lane, I believe, down low on Spindler.
Oh. Well, that's great. I thought they were calling the block on Barnes.
Well, I actually thought the call was going to be a travel, but it all worked out.
All right, Tigers get to the other end. Cavalier looks in, finds more, swing back outside to Cavalier. Now across back to Rees.
And we're going to get a reach-in foul there as Gunners driving to the hole. Tigers will inbound from underneath their own basket. Jones checks back in for Bolivar.
Oh, Caleb Barnes was coming hard and fast inside. Ball just tipped off his hands right there. David Adams runs it down. But Caleb was coming hard and fast.
Ooh, and that ball is going to get stuck up on the rim.
So jump ball will stay with the Waynesville Tigers. Carson Cavalier from the corner, just a little short, bounces over the top.
Nice job there by Gunner and that block out, anticipating the long rebound.
Tigers working it around patiently, trying to find that good shot. Eric Morris thinks about it. He's going to be fouled. I think they're going to get the younger Spindler. No, they are not. They're going to get Jamison Jones with his first, third team foul here on Liberators in the second half. David Adams, ball tipped around, ball still loose. Tigers scrambling for it down here. David Adams.
It's going to just get to the end line. Nice hustle there by Barnes and Adams on that.
Absolutely. Jamison Jones inbounds. Gives to Ian
Barnes
Jones.
gets, oh. Say Barnes got some of the arm there.
Going to be first team foul, first foul for Caleb. Corey Spindler checks back into the game for the Bolivar Liberators.
Tajay Stewart coming back in for the Tigers.
Jamison Jones with the drive.
Throws it right to Tajay Stewart.
Tries to kick it outside to Barry, and Tajay Stewart stands there and says, I'll take that. The other end, Carson Cavalier rattles in and rattles out. And ball rebounds short, and it's going to be to Spindler. Spindler at the other end for three. Won't go, but Big Brother on the other end won't get it.
That's going to be a foul. Oh, and it's going to count. Wow. He just threw that ball up on that foul, and it went in.
Ian Jones checks back in for the Liberators, so that's going to put Jamison Jones at the line. Game tied up at 36 here, 2:38 left to play in the third. And Jamison puts that one in, so that'll give the Liberators 1 point lead. Cavalier brings it across half court for the Tigers. Gives it to Rees. Tigers spreading the floor a little bit here, getting a little wide, getting a little outside. Adams going to give off. Cavalier. Rees comes through on the cut. Give back to Adams. Adams looks to drive. Push inside. He's going to go off the glass. He's going to be fouled. That's going to put Adams at the line to shoot two. Going to be the second foul on Jamison Jones, fourth team foul. David good up and good with the first.
Ties the ball game back up.
David on the way, second one bounces around and through. So
Jaden Smith checks in for the Tigers. throwing it back and forth across there, it's hard to get it over Jaden.
Absolutely. Credit Jaden with the hustle back and forth to keep that work going. We're going to get a foul called there. I believe we're going to get Tajay Stewart underneath. Going to be Tajay's first. Mason Payne the fouled, but called it on the floor. So it'll be the Liberators' ball underneath. Ian Jones to inbound, gives to Spindler. Spindler puts it up and off the glass for two. Tajay Stewart over to Rees. Rees now to Cavalier. Finds David Adams. David pushes inside, and we're going to get a foul here. Believe they're going to get number 12, Jamison Jones, and that's going to be 3 on Jones.
You know, Matt, it's a little different game out there with 2 officials than it is with 3. It's usually going to mean the game's a little rougher just because you don't have another set of eyes out there.
All right, Tigers trail by 1. 1 minute, 15 seconds on the clock.
Cavalier from 15.
Tigers lead by 1. Ian Jones back over to Spindler for the Liberators. And we're going to get a timeout here. Is Jaden really making Bolivar work to get that ball down the floor right there?
I think Bolivar at that point thought a 10-second call was real close to being.
I think you are exactly right. So that's going to stop the clock here as we are under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Tigers lead by 1. Boy, we talked about it. First quarter goes to the Tigers, second quarter go to Liberators, and this quarter has been nip-tuck all the way through.
I have a feeling that's what the fourth quarter is going to be like too, Matt.
Well, in Bolivar, we got Coach Klutz over here doing a little stat work for us in that first half. Bolivar shot 70% from the three-point line in that first half. Haven't seen them get those open looks here, so good defensive adjustment by the Tigers. Bolivar not able to swing it and try and get that guy open the way they were in that second quarter.
Well, and Matt, you know, we've got Coach Klutz up here. He's applied for that statistician job with the TTSN Sports Network and doing some good work for us tonight.
Well, I definitely, there's a lot of promise. You keep your head up, Coach Klutz. There's promise in this job. Many years ago, I believe 17 years ago, my start at TTSN, we were called Channel 12 back then, was as a stat man for Mike Rawlings and Tim Belshey. Tim Belshey stepped down a year or two later. You never know when the opportunities are going to arrive in a job like this.
Well, I tell you, that intensive interview process that got you this job, that stat man probably, you know, was the key in you getting it.
Oh, I guarantee you. You got to put in the work. You got to show an employer that you're dedicated. Ian Jones from outside for 3. It's going to put Bolivar back up by 2. Gunnar Reese quickly to the other end with it. Ball's tipped loose. Spindler gets it. Barry for 3 from half. Going to be short.
It is going to be short. So at the end of 3, the Bolivar Liberators are up 2 over the Waynesville Tigers. End of 3 match, you know what that means.
TTSN Sports Update.
It's time for a TTSN Sports Update. This TTSN Sports Update brought to you by the Tiger TV Facebook page. Tiger TV Facebook, you're going to want to like the Tiger TV Facebook page for all the news that is news right here in Tiger Town. Matt, you know who likes the Tiger TV Facebook page?
I'm going to say former Waynesville Tiger Eric Christak.
We're going to go with that. That's who likes the Tiger TV Facebook page here on Brawlin' and Ballin' Night. And Matt, this sports update, we're going to talk about what's coming up Friday night. As the Waynesville Tigers are going to be hosting the Joplin Eagles on Friday night, and we're going to be right back here on the air on the TTSN Sports Network, Cable America, Facebook to Planet Earth. Folks, we want you to come down here and support the Tigers, but if you can't do it, if you're somewhere like Alaska, we want you to join us right back here on the TTSN Sports Network. I know Coach Pills is going to get right back after it here the next couple days to get ready for an important conference game against Joplin. Actually, it'll be our last conference game against the Joplin Eagles, as they will be leaving the Ozark Conference, and the Central Bulldogs will be joining us.
Well, and that'll make a little shorter bus trip a couple times a year when you don't have to go downstream all the way to Joplin. Barry from the outside for three, no good. Rebound tipped a couple Tigers. Gunneries comes out with his hands on it. Cavalier swings over into the hands of David Adams. Tajay Stewart steps outside, gives back to Adams. Adams finds Gunneries. Gunner's going to bring it up top, hands off to Cavalier. Tigers patiently working this around. Tigers not in any hurry to force up a shot here, but work the offense, find that good look. David Adams has a good look from outside. It's going to be short off the rim, but it's going to be stepped on the inline.
They're going to call a travel actually on that,
okay,
Matt.
The younger Spindler there going to travel.
Matt, real quick, do we have a pin in Ohio out there?
We do have
a pin in Ohio.
We've got a pin smack dab in the middle of Columbus right now.
Well, we want to send a big hello out to Miss Janie. She's watching us from out there in Ohio. Coach Pills' mother-in-law. She's enjoying some Tiger basketball action here on the second annual Brawling and Ballin' Night.
Carson Cavalier into the lane, but the ball tipped away by Barry. Jones brings it to the other end. Barry in the corner. Swing across. It's going to be the younger Spindler from three.
We're going to get a 30-second timeout from Coach Pills. We've seen that Spindler sit out there in that corner and just wait as they get ball movement to get the three-point shot up. I think Coach Pills is going to make a little adjustment here. He's probably seen enough of that tonight.
Well, and he does. And in credit to the Liberators for nice ball movement on this side to distract, to let him set up in that corner. The Tigers being aggressive, getting after that defense. Spindler just kind of fades out there, gets a little separation. But as you said, Coach Bill's seen enough of that, going to set up, adjust to that. Tigers only trail 5 here. Definitely not out of this game by any means, but Coach Pills want to make sure it's not 10 very quickly.
6:37 left here in the final quarter of action. Tigers will be inbounding the ball. Down 5.
Like to send these Liberators back home with a loss tonight to the historic town of Bolivar, Missouri.
Very, very much so, Matt. Folks at home looking for something to look up and do some research on. The city of Bolivar would definitely be something they could do that on.
Absolutely.
Shot was missed and goes out of bounds off the Liberators.
All right, David Adams to inbound for the Tigers. David looks long, Tajay Stewart. Over to Rees, gives up top to Adams. Adams directs a little traffic inside. Caleb Barnes back in the hands of Adams. Gunner Rees gets it on the cut. Swing back over to Cavalier and to Adams. Adams now, a little penetration drive off the glass.
Nice job by David right there. Tigers just needed to get a bucket on that trip. David took it into his own hands and put 2 on the board.
Nice steal right there by Gunner Rees. David Adams going to go down the lane again, up and off
get
the
another
glass.
2.
They're going to
get us to a 1-point ball game.
Well, they're going to let David Adams go down the lane all night long here in the fourth quarter. I like our chances to walk out of here with the W.
Oh, Gunner almost with the steal
gets
there.
It again. Barry in the corner for 3, no good. Tipped loose underneath.
Oh, we'll get a foul on Tajay Stewart.
That's going to send Spindler to the line to shoot 2.
Well, one nice thing about
that's going to be Jones.
That shot from the corner was a little bit rushed that time. Makes all the difference in the world.
I'm sorry, I've got the number wrong. That is Mason Payne at the line there.
He misses the first. Shaq Vergeese checking in for the Tigers.
Levi Manning waiting to check into the game for the Liberators. Looks like he's going to come into the game for Payne on a made shot here. Payne does make it. So puts Bolivar back up by 2. Tajay Stewart to inbound for the Tigers. Into the corner, Gunnery's nice little fake right there.
Tajay tries to tip it in.
It's 5 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Bolivar leads by 2, taken away. David Adams moving to the other end.
Whoa.
Wow. I don't know where their whistle was right there.
David, all kinds of contact, and body and arm. Cavalier all the way to the hole. We're going to get a full timeout by Coach Pills right there.
Wow.
4:29 left here in the ball game. Liberators up by 2. While we've got this timeout, we want to recognize our broadcast crew tonight under the direction of the incomparable Tim Wallace.
The illustrious Tim Wallace.
The illuminary Tim Wallace. And we found out tonight he's got good speed getting out to that truck and getting back in.
Sneaky fast. Sneaky fast.
Our students tonight helping us out on this broadcast, they do all the work, Matt. They come in, they set things up, they run the cameras, they run the board. We just get to put the headsets on and sit here and talk about the game. Tonight we've got Rankin and Dalton, Brittany, Caitlin, Destiny, Kimber, Pablo, and Jorge.
Well, and not just any crew tonight, a crew pulling double duty just like you are tonight.
It is. It's the double duty crew. That is true.
I mean, I know it's exhausting for you. You've done brawling all night. You're doing balling now. But this crew is right there with you.
That's right. They have done an absolutely outstanding job tonight. And back-to-back nights, they're going to be back at it again on Friday night. You know, you look at the month, the last week of January, the month of February, there's 8 broadcasts live on the TTSN Sports Network.
It's going to be exciting. All right, as we're back to action, Bolivar leads by 2, 4:20 left to play here in the game.
And Matt, from the brawling side of it tonight, head wrestling coach Lucas Smith is joining us on the TTSN Sports Network. We're going to get a foul, and wow, we're going to get the continuation on that too, Matt. Thought he got fouled on the floor on that one, but free throw up and good.
All right, Waynesville trails by 5. Carson Cavalier. Zeke Rogers checks into the game for the Tigers.
He came in off that timeout.
David Adams now. David drives to the hole, and he's going to be fouled. Think they're going to get Jones with that one. I'm sorry, they're going to give that to Barry. Going to be his second.
Well, there
foul.
were 3 Liberators right there. Probably could have got any of the 3.
Absolutely. All right, Adams at the line. Ooh, first one up and no good.
Believe when you have a group of Liberators together, that's called a parliament.
It's either Liberators or Parrots. I can't remember. Liberators back down to the other end. Jones drives, throws that one out of bounds, looking for Spindler. Spindler backs out.
Eric Morris checking in for the Tigers.
Coach Pills calling out the offense down here on this end as Carson Cavaliers going to bring it across half court for the Tigers. Cavalier gives off to Vergeest. Vergeest looking inside. Swing through, not there. David Adams now looks to drive. David's going to go up hard off the glass.
Man.
Little contact looked like there, but
Yeah.
no call.
That lob again. This one's not going to ball. Gunnar Reese is going to come out with the ball.
Vergeest from the corner. Just a little long, pulled down by Spindler. They're going to get David Adams on the arm there. So that'll stop the clock at 2:48. Bolivar leading 51-47. Going to be the 6th team foul, so the next one will put us in the bonus.
Caleb Barnes checking back in for the Tigers.
Jones quickly into the corner. Spindler puts it up from the corner for 3, and it's good. So that pushes the lead for the Bolivar Liberators to 7 here as we're just under 2.5 to play. David Adams at the other end.
And Gunner's going to be fouled on the drive.
That's going to be Barry. I believe that's going to be number 3 on Barry. But that's going to put us in the bonus, so Gunnar Rees is going to go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. No
Long
good
with that
off the back
first.
of the rim. Spindler on the drive for the Liberators, right down the lane for 2. Ball tipped and taken away by the younger Spindler inside. Going to call the foul.
Jones going to go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1.
So Ian Jones at the line for the 1-and-1 as Bolivar's now in the bonus as well, and the first one's up and it's good. Second one rolls
Second one's
as well.
good too.
David Adams going inside. They're going to call a jump ball.
They're going to call a jump ball.
Ball will stay with the Waynesville Tigers. Morris, long inbounds play right there to Adams. Adams going to drive in. Going to say tipped out of bounds off of Adams, so the ball will go back to the Bolivar Liberators here. 1:25 left to play.
I get a timeout there by Bolivar. That lead got extended quickly to 11 points there, Matt.
Bolivar, I'm sure, want to talk this over. Coach Hogue down there want to not probably talking about just run this timeout, sneak out here with this W. Not be in any rush to try and put these shots up.
Yeah, I don't believe they're going to be in a whole lot of rush to do much right here. Tigers are probably going to have to foul. You can hear them in the background. Great job tonight from the Waynesville Pep Band under the direction of Jared Sabatasso tonight.
Jamison Jones checks back into the game for the Bolivar Liberators. So Bolivar to inbound, Spindler down underneath Tiger goal here. Barry the younger Spindler.
1:19 left here in the ball game.
Andy and Jones, the 5 on the floor for the Liberators. Pass comes over the top, pulled back. Gunnar Rees right there to intercept the long pass. Gunnar puts up the 3, just a little long rebound underneath. Comes to the Liberators. Spindler pushes ahead.
They're just wanting to get the ball out, play a little keep away.
Cavalier going to foul to stop the clock. That'll put Spindler at the line. I believe that's going to be 4 on Carson. So Corey Spindler at the line to shoot the 1-and-1. First one's up and it's good.
Second one's up and it's good too.
David Adams brings it across quickly into the corner. Gunnar Rees going to put up the 3 and it's in.
We're going to get a timeout from Bolivar here. Once again, real close to a 10-second call. Matt, it's been a great night of action here. The second annual Brawling and Ballin' night. Tiger wrestling first, Tiger basketball second. The only brawling and balling night anywhere in high school sports west of the Mississippi. And you only get an extravaganza like that here in Waynesville.
Absolutely. It's become an annual tradition. Hearing rumors to spice it up next year, possibly. A lot of stuff going on in the works. Possibly make it even just a little more exciting next year. You have to stay tuned, see what they've got in the works with that.
Oh, I can't wait. But I'll have to wait a year.
Have to wait a year to find out. I'll just give you a little hint. What if we were to add a third Waynesville sport team to that night, to this night?
That means we'd only be 2/3 of the way through.
Well, no, I meant in lieu of, instead of 2 wrestlings, 1 wrestling, 1 boys basketball, and 1 other event. Now, I don't want to give anything away.
Well, I tell you, you're the man with the sources.
Highly placed inside knowledge that this is at least being discussed as a remote possibility.
Second one's up and good.
So that pushes the Liberator lead back to 12 with the 12 seconds left to play here. Cavalier going to put a long 3 up from outside, no good. Put back, Caleb Barnes.
And that's going to go in for 2 for Barnes. The Tigers are going to go down defeat tonight to the Bolivar Liberators in a really excellent played game on both sides. We're going to be back here come Friday night when Joplin rolls into town to take on these same Tigers. We hope you can come down here to the Tiger Gym to support the Tigers, but if you can't make it, we're going to be back on the TTSN Sports Network. We hope everyone has enjoyed the evening. We hope everyone has a safe evening after this. For Matt Johnson, I'm Mike Rawlings, and we will see you Friday night.